Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is the game War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. This is my PBEM match against Xargun. Here's Allied Commander, for me is the Emperor of Japan, and this is scenario 1 on game version 26B. Now the 3rd February 42, and let's see if there's any more air activity in Australia, and how my Special Operation Task Force and Navy Guard units can operate at Akyab. And maybe there's some other activities over the map, I don't know. My operations for Balikpapan is a little in delay now. After this misclick and wrong unloading at the empty hex. Good, first empty bases I have to tick. My submarine at Seattle, Vancouver, still fighting with this patrol craft. And I move my carriers northeast to sweep now Brisbane and Sydney, I think both cities again. And I hope for some reaction, maybe 100 American dive bombers trying to attack my carriers would be some early action. Early action is, I think, always in favor for Japan, so I try to lure him out. But Brisbane is undefended. No. Nothing. 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 Okay, then we make ground attacks in China. And it looks like you can see that Xargun is now moving out of Kokong. He makes a decision to fall back. But yeah, we'll see if he can really run away. I sent here some, my Burma Air Force more or less for ground attack against this Allied forces to create some casualties and help my Navy Guard units to level the field of defense installation and give them an easier task. So the Chinese Venture army is also coming out of the mountains, you now know, on the street. So I must bring my Japanese Venture army in position to intercept them. And I expected maybe Xargun will send his British Navy units to Akyab and try to attack me, and he did. But I only find this harbor defense motor launchers, and these are only, I think, heavy machine guns or whatever they have. And they are so small and not easy to hit. But at least I think one. Of course, no value. That was a little risky. I mean, Xargun could use maybe sweep or long range cap over Akyab or send some. Yeah, I was not sure if he was fight for the base, but he sent only the minimum amount of task forces there to investigate the situation. Yeah. So battle for Mindanao on the top of the mountain, the last Filipino units. One unit is getting wiped out immediately, but they dig deep in, so I have a little problem to overcome this enemy. Yeah. Still higher casualties for the allies. And I think most of my casualties are related to Navy Guard units, and these are second class combat units. So they are dying more easily. But they're also easy and cheaper to replace. Good, this is now the big battle for the Red Chinese army. You can see here Red Chinese, so these are all the evil guys, but they win later the Civil War. Second war area, so there's also the HQ is more or less from national China, the fighting troops are from Red China, and the Red Chinese HQ is with the national Chinese. I don't know why, it's a little mixed up. Anyway, we have here a victory, so that was easy. And the air bombardment reduced the defense firepower completely to a tenth. Enemy have no supplies, is disrupted, and of course they have no experience. Still, I have casualties, but again, only disabled, easy to fix. One gets destroyed, 11 are retreating, and they're retreating northeast. War was okay. And next battle for Singapore. Maybe today. Something is dying. I blow up the fort, 2 to 1. So I will. The point is, my attack value is not more reduced, so I can even increase my attack value. That is good. The allies are still not breaking down. You can always see this if the enemy defense value is still higher than the base value, then they have still enough morale to fight on. I reduce the fort level. Casualties are higher for the allies, I would say, but no victory. Again, bombardment for Kokong. I'm waiting for the additional divisions to arrive, whether I can inflict more damage. Small pin down bombardment, taking empty bases, more empty bases. And now the shock attack up here, because I said if I must win now immediately or it's too late, so I win. And both British units are destroyed. Nice. This was only a partly broken. This is a sub-unit of a division, so don't know where's the rest. But the base force is destroyed. Unluckily, no airplanes on the ground. So would be nice if Xargun sent in 100 Hurricanes or whatever you have, and then they are all destroyed on the ground. But of course, Xargun plays so defensive that he risks nothing. If this was not a good turn, Mindanao still hold on. Singapore down 1-4. The big 2 battles was a failure, but small engagement was in favor for me. So, and I sweep only Brisbane, not Sydney. I lost 1-0 and 2 medium bombers, okay. 1 wounded pilot, okay. Ship sunk. This Well, here you can see they have anti-submarine equipment. So they are really anti-submarine ships for harbor patrol. They're not for any surface engagement. This is more or less like Japanese sub chasers. I think they're the same level of use. They have this is a light machine gun. And this is 3-pounders. I don't even know what size of weapon this is. Good. So in China, my battle was successful. 1 unit is still here left behind, and this will be destroyed. But then I have to catch this army group again. But it's now effective without firepower, I would say. Good, and I only want to check. No, the street is still open, yeah. Of course, here is now 1 unit blocking, but my unit is still moving west. Okay. So, tomorrow I arrive in Kukong, and then I can attack the day after this. If there are still Chinese units in 2 days in Kukong, hard to say. But the Chinese arriving in Fuzhou, it's okay. Take the base. You can really see there's nothing. There's no industry. I don't need this manpower. And there are no points for me. The Chinese can get the points. The Chinese getting nothing out of this. There's no Chinese supply. Because there are some special rule. Many, not all, but like in Xi'an. If you can always see the supply, and if this number here behind the slash, this means it's now inactive. So 60 inactive. If it's controlled by the Chinese, this number is active, and then there will be created 60 supplies per day in this space. But I can see here there's no number, so there's no free supplies. All of the cities, they don't have free supplies, because I think this is only related to cities are controlled by China, national China, at the beginning of the campaign. So like here, when Chao also 80 supplies, but only if the Chinese control the city. Good. I took Abgab. Nothing more. I only take the base. Firstly, I was able to destroy these 2 units. Second, these British forces are low on supply and low morale. I don't know if they cross. They must make a shock attack. If they are successful with fighting with my Navy Guard units, I'm not sure. But the retreat wave for the British is now a little longer. Singapore is still holding out and on. Clinging. Maybe I will strike again and try to see if I was able to destroy 2 or 3 enemy units. Maybe the flag is destroyed. There's still many guns. But I can make maybe 1 more airfield attack. See how much damage I can create, and monitor how fast the British can repair it. Yesterday I make this unloading in this hex. Today I consumed my time to load everything, so I lost more or less 2 days at the end. Now I can move forward and try to take Balikpapan. Here are all my Navy Guard units. This is my landing force, my beachhead units. They're going first, all light equipment stuff. They're not heavy army equipment. So under fire, much less likely that they lose equipment. Goody. Anything else I must explain? So I send my carriers to Brisbane, never stay at the same hex or same area too long. I'm sure there are also enemy submarines. I can see here at least 1 submarine in Brisbane. Maybe Sydney has a similar situation. And if there's no value, then, let's say, sinking enemy ships, especially with supplies, troops, or fuel on board, is the #1 goal. and not attacking ground installation. That is not my, normally, at least for me, a strategic goal for my carriers. My surface task force is more or less to protect my carriers. In this age and time of the war, I think it makes nearly no sense more to operate your surface task forces without air cover. I had this situation that my 2 heavy cruisers run into a carrier airstrike and getting heavily damaged, and one of my battle cruisers is still in Rabaul under repair, also from a 1000 pound bomb. Luckily this 1000 pound bomb was not able to penetrate the armor deck, so it was only surface damage, but still I have to fix it. It's nearly done. Good. Anything else? Not really. I'm picking up here some bases. No, so far here's a very small French garrison, and there's a little stronger American presence in Pago Pago. This is the really only stuff left for me to pick up here. And after that is all done, I will see. I still have to bring in much more equipment into Nomaya and more to Suva to build up here bases and airfield ports, fortresses, and wait for the allies to counterattack me. Yeah, anything else? I don't think so. Maybe next time. Then see you, take care, bye bye.